Okay, it looks like we are on now, so go good. Okay, looks like we're going live. So I hope everybody's here. Hope everybody's having a good night. And let me go ahead and get rid of this so I can see my screen. That's always very important to see your screen, especially if you're going to be talking here, so you guys can see things, right? Alrighty, so, oh my goodness, okay. So give me a shout out if you are here. Tonight is Wednesday. June 23rd is the date. The big news is, you guys know tomorrow begins at, oh boy, you're definitely going to get some shadow. Well, let's try that again. Alrighty, let's try that without. There we go. Yeah, we'll fiddle with it afterwards. Okay. Tomorrow begins free shipping. And guys, it's only one day. That's it. Just one day and one day only. And you guys know Stampin' Up! Does not usually give us free shipping. They just do not. Well, while you guys are all getting on here, I'm going to chat with you for a few minutes. We're going to be playing with the Artistically Inked tonight because it coordinates with this month's paper pumpkin. I think most of you guys have yours. If you don't, this is the paper pumpkin for this month, for the June 2021. So we are going to be playing with that. But I wanted to chat with you about this because you guys know the items here in this mini catalog are going away on June 30th or while supplies last. That just is how it is. There's no other way around it. Don't know any other way around it, but that's just how it is. So, okay, let me see. Ugh, I'm not getting any comments on here, so I hope you guys are all here. Let me know if you are. Oh, there, Kay's on. Hello, Miss Kay. Whew. Thank you, Miss Kay. I love that you do that. Thank you. And thank you for sharing. Here's my heart, too, for sharing that, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, so guys, on this right here, oops, let me adjust my screen. When I sit down, I can't see the screen. This one right here is the one that they went through and they marked down a few of the items. So I went through and I marked them down on here because I went through and I did that as a Facebook Live a little while ago. So like this right here, the You Are Amazing, the kit itself was normally $30 and it's marked down to $15. And you guys know this is only available while supplies last. Now you don't have a stamp set with it, no inks, you have to buy those separate. But guys, you get 16 cards, 4 designs, 4 of each, with the envelopes, with the, little, the die cuts for you to stamp things onto that, the little twine that's in there, all of the stuff comes with it. Well, you guys know with free shipping for tomorrow, that's really important because normally on this for $15, if you were part of a workshop, it would only be $1.50 for shipping. Well, if all you're doing is just buying this, the minimum charge is $6.95. With tomorrow being free shipping, now granted, yes, you have to have a $50 order. 3 of these at $15 is $45. Throw in a package of rhinestones for $5 extra. Boom. You now have 3 times 16, or you can just get together with some of your friends and you guys all just stamp. You've already got all the cards already there. Everything's pre-cut. Everything's ready to go. So that's what's really nice about this free shipping. And again, Stampin' Up! Does not do this normally. They just do not. So it's really nice. So there's that one. This other kit over here is my favorite, the Hello Dear Friend kit. And this one does come with the stamp set. It does come with the ink. It comes with everything in it. It's even got the glue dots and the dimensionals. Now, guys, this whole thing is $32. So you get everything in with it. So there was that I wanted to chat with you about. And then just keep going through any of the papers. You guys heard me say about this with the Love You Always foil sheets, as well as the Love You Always Specialty Designer Series paper. Guys, this stuff is marked down to half price. It's 12 by 12 paper. It just makes it really nice. So it's just really nice, especially because they're doing that half, the free shipping. Now, some of the things have sold out. And I actually went back here onto the back. So if you've got this mini catalog, flip back to page 83. Some of the stamp sets have already sold out. So if you haven't seen that, the Hearts and Kisses stamp set is gone. Kangaroo and Company is gone. Friendly Flamingo and the Woodland Wonder, all of those are already sold out. Then when you flip over to the next page, On page 84, the, what is that, Ride the Range and A Cut Above, both of those are gone. The only papers that have sold out so far is the Ice Cream Corner, the Snail Mail, and the Well Suited. Those are the only papers that have sold out right now. And then when you flip back over here onto the very back page, page 86, the Clever Clasps, which they had those marked down to half price. Those are gone too. So just make sure that you do have this. And the other thing I wanted to chat with you guys about, and I talked to my cousin Lori earlier today, and if I'd have been thinking, I'd have said something to her. You guys know on those kits, remember those kits that they've got, that whole kit collection, the $12 ones and the $19 ones? Guys, normally you have to pay $6.95 shipping for your minimum shipping. This is so nice. You can get $50 worth of kits and you get the shipping for free. So again, it would be a $6.95 shipping normally for the minimum cost. Just go ahead and order any of the kits that you want, and that way then you've got them. And I actually had somebody tell me that, well, you know, I've already got that paper pumpkin, like this one for the guys, the paper pumpkin. Did you know they actually changed the stamp set? It's slightly different. Okay, my thing is not working here. Let me see if I can pull that back up. It's slightly different. They retooled it. They retooled several of them. So guys, it's different. You would think it's the same, but it's not. It's a different one. It's really nice. I mean, it's really, really nice. So I hope you guys do know that. Ugh. All right, Facebook has just been acting a little wonky. I hope you guys are all okay on this, that you guys can see. Let me pull this up. This should be showing into my my VIP group. And you guys saw I posted earlier. I actually shared the email that I sent out about the free shipping, about the all occasions card class, which is on Saturday. And then I also gave you guys the links for my 5 most recent Facebook Lives, because those are all just really pretty, I think. Anymore, I just think they're all very pretty. So, all right. Okay, I hope this is all shown. But guys, don't forget, go ahead and get your kits. It's a perfect time to do it. The other thing is paper pumpkin. And let me grab out the little kit flyer that's on here. I've got my little list of what all I need to order. You guys know back here on this little kit flyer, it's that little tiny one that's like this. The prepaid paper pumpkins are available with the free shipping right now. So guys, if you only want the 1 month of $21, you can add that on. You still got to have the $50 minimum order. But guys, we've got Celebration coming up in August. That actually begins on August 3rd. So if it were me and I was already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I would get the 1 month Paper Pumpkin to get me through for July. And then I would add on the other things if I needed cardstock or ribbon or envelopes or adhesives. That's one of the best things on that. To bump it up to the $50, I'd get my prepaid for 1 month, so that way then it was on there. And then the last thing I would do is come August 3rd, I would place my order for my 6 month or my 12 month, so I get all that free stuff with Celebration. That's how you want to do it. That way then you get the most bang for your buck, and you're still getting the free shipping on this, because guys, it's $21. But if that's all you have on it, you have to pay either the $2.10 for the 10% shipping, or if that's the only thing you get, it's $6.95 for shipping. Now that does not pertain to the month to month. So guys, just be aware that month to month does not pertain to that. Okay, so there's that. Whew, but just go through the catalog. You guys, the adhesives is one of the best things. If you need to get a bunch of adhesives, $50 worth of adhesives, that's the time to get it, and you get the free shipping, because you always use adhesives. We just do. If you watch the video that I did on Sunday night, I talked about the foam strips. Those would be perfect for that double slider card. The dimensionals, you can get the minis, you can get the regular size, and even the black ones, any of that. The tear and tape is on there. Mini glue dots, your silicone mat, all of that stuff is on there, guys. So just make sure, look through your catalog, go ahead and make your wish list. Make sure you've got everything that you want. I do usually keep a little, see, I've got up here, I need to get my Dottie hearts. I need more envelopes. I need the acetate card box. I need cutting blades. I even have down order 3 of the acetate card boxes for those 3 by 3 and 1/8 by 3 and 1/8. It just makes it so much easier. So just keep yourself a little list. And you notice I have my little purple, I don't remember what kind, it's like your painter's tape, but my friend Nancy gave me a roll of this because she said it's better for the papers. It doesn't stick as well. So I actually put this on here. You can see my little sticky notes down here with the cute little puppy dog. I even have a strip of that onto it. So just keep your list going. I always have done that, but that way then that's on there. Okay, looks like there's a few of you on here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have to move those things out of the way. So for those of you who are Paper Pumpkin subscribers, did you get your Paper Pumpkin yet? Isn't this such a pretty box? Now remember, the box is really nice, but guys, the box goes through the mail. Sometimes those get dinged up. They just do. It's a box. That's what's going through the mail. It's okay that the box gets dinged up. I promise you it really is. And mine didn't really get dinged up this time. I thought there was a couple little, yeah. I have sold 2 of my extras, and they've already been picked up, but I still have 2 extra left. So if anybody does want them, let me know. I have them here for you. But when you open, oh, let me move this out. When you open them up, because I've got my little samples here, but I want the ladies that are coming to Paper Pumpkin Night on Tuesday to see those first. So let me set those aside. All right. In here, on your Paper Pumpkin, and in case you haven't seen, they've actually done a little bit different with our Paper Pumpkin, and we're going to make an alternate tonight. There are 3 different cards, and you're making 3 of each, so you're making 9. I will tell you this little green one, that's the note card size, like the RSVP, remember for envelope or for weddings, how you had to send those back? But these are really pretty, and they've made the directions so much easier. They even have, do you like this? They even have the little dots are for your glue dots, and it shows you even where to put them on. This right here is supposed to be your stamp pad because this month it came with 2 different ink spots. The one is Bumblebee and the other one is one's Bumblebee and one's Evening Evergreen. I pulled out my full-size one because you guys know I always save my little ones for other stuff. And did you notice here on this side, they actually put a much longer ruler. It goes all the way down to here. It's 9 inches here on this side, and then this side over here, I'm presuming is the centimeters. I don't know metric, so I do apologize, but it goes to like 22 and a half, maybe 23, I don't know. But each one of them is in here, and they even show you how to do it, and then this right here even has the little bling. So it's really nice, guys. I mean, it is really nice. And these die cuts here, I have been having the best time with these die cuts. I've been cutting them apart. You'll get to see my alternates later on in the month, but for my subscribers, they'll be here on Tuesday night, and I want them to see it first. They support my business, and I want to support them. But they even have, see, card 1, card 1, card 2, card 3. I mean, they make it really nice and very easy on here. And then on the back, they show you all the supplies that are into it, and they show you 3 alternates. Now, you guys know I always make alternates with mine. I always do. I always have ever since Stampin' Up! Started Paper Pumpkin all those years ago. I've always done that. But it's just really a lot of fun. And the video is now up, that little 3-minute video that they always put. If you haven't seen that, let me know. It is on my blog. If you go to stampingwithdawn.blogspot.com and click on the Paper Pumpkin link, I've even got the link on there for the Paper Pumpkin, which is Stampin' Up, and it shows how to put everything all together. It's just really nice, but it's very nice. So, okay, so the pieces and parts that you've got this month, and I had to, oh, there it is. Here's the stamp set. You can tell I've been playing with mine. Can you see that's already got a lot of ink on it? The one says sending hugs. One says many. Congratulations. You are amazing. Thanks for everything. And there's a outline of a flower. There's the fill-in for the flower right there. There's a small individual flower, a little inside piece, a little, I don't know, leaf or the stamens or whatever you call that. But it's really nice. And you guys know you can't get these stamp sets by themselves. You have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And then it comes with, and you guys know those, what is it called? Ephemera? Did I mispronounce that, or did I pronounce that correctly? That is still on back order. So this comes with the mini glue dots. It comes with the full size of the dimensionals, and you can tell I've been using mine. But these little dots in here, complete with a little doggy hair in there. Hobbs must have been helping me out earlier. Oh, 2 dog hairs in there. These are on back order currently, the ephemera ones. These are very similar to the ones that are in there. So they actually gave you a sheet of them. It's really nice on that. And they are in a little Ziploc baggie, so I'm just going to leave that here in the Ziploc bag so I don't lose it. Some of the evening evergreen twine, which we don't have an evening evergreen twine, so that's really nice. Then we've got our little die cuts here. You can see I've already used one. These are the ones, and I have been cutting these apart. You can see I've already, there's 2 there, and there's the 3rd one. Both of those are missing. The 2 there I've already taken out, and there's a 3rd one. So that's one of the die cuts here. Then it has this beautiful vellum. And guys, this is like the white embossed vellum. And one of the alternates that I did, I actually took the Versamark and the white embossing powder. Because you guys know now our embossing powders, you get 3 of them. I think it's 3 of them. I'd have to pull that back out. But there's thanks, or you've got danke, or you've got merci. So it's multilingual. And then this right here, and we'll be coming back to that because we have a die cut that coordinates with this, and I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. So there are those. We've got these beautiful, and these again are embossed, and this is a vellum, so you get 3 of those. Here's your other die cuts, and we're actually going to play with a punch tonight, and I'm going to show you how to make that border onto it. Now this already has the evening evergreen, but you can see we got 6 of those and 6 of those. Here is the note card size one, and it's the evening evergreen on one side and white on the other. And then here's your designer series paper piece that goes onto it. Oops, there's the other 2 cards there. This one is so pretty. We don't have an exact match on that in the Artistically inked paper. So I've been playing with this, and you notice there's 1 left because I've already made 2 different things with it, and I'm saving this. I was saving this one to show you guys tonight. And then here, oh, and it's also white on the inside, so it's really nice. You don't have to put an insert into it. And then here's the bumblebee, and you can tell I haven't played with that one at all. Bumblebee, and there's 3 of those with white on the inside. And then your envelopes are right here, and they're just the plain white envelopes, guys. You get 6 of the full size, regular size envelope and 3 of the note card size. So again, really nice. I just love this. And Stampin' Up! Was kind enough to even put in here that the expressions in ink, this is the suite that coordinates perfectly with this month's Paper Pumpkin. Now, guys, if you have followed me for any amount of time, I was telling you guys last month, go ahead and order the paper because I knew it was going to sell out. And it did. It went on back order. And it's available closer to the end of the month. They're saying that that's when they're anticipating their shipment in. But I made sure I had it. Most of my team got it, and most of my customers got it because I told everybody. I hate that when, you know, things happen. It just does happen. If you want to hang with the cool kids, that is what happens. Okay, so let's see. This piece right here. Remember this piece right here that I was telling you about? Did you know we have, let me reach over here and get it. We have coordinating dies. So do you guys see this big die right here? Ready? I'm going to take this. Oops. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're all the same. Ready? Can you see this on here? It's an exact match. I mean, an exact match. Now, we don't have a stamp that matches this, but we have this die cut, and you can make more of these. See how pretty that is? Yeah. We're actually going to use this tonight on vellum, and I'm going to show you how we're going to play with that. So there's that. We don't, again, have a coordinating die with that, but we do have this leaf die. And when you tune in later on in the month and I show you the alternates, I did use this on one of the alternates. Okay, so everything is in here. Let me just put everything back so I can close it up and not lose anything. So there is that. All right. Nope, I need my stamp set. I knew I still needed the stamp set. Yep, I knew it. And I thought I put it in here. Oh, it's one of those days, right? Well, I thought I had. Maybe I didn't. Because I know I showed it. There it is. I left it out. Yay. Did you guys ever do that? You're like, oh, I think I need. This is the coordinating stamp set that goes along with it. And then this is the bundle. Now, guys, right now, a couple of the things are on back order. So again, no big deal. You'll just get it later. It's okay. And here's the coordinating stamp set. Now, do you notice on this one, it's got a thanks that's in print, whereas this has the script, thanks. Then there's a pretty happy birthday, a hello, and a best wishes. This goes with everything. And then on here, you've got the sending hugs, congratulations, you're amazing, thanks for everything. And then there's a many. And I used it for one that said sending many hugs is what that one was. Okay, so, and you can see on here, these coordinate with the dies that are on here. Let me see if I can set those on there. So it's really nice to get the bundle. It really works very well. Okay, and then this one goes here, and this one, and I can never line this one up right. And you think I should be able to. That one goes there, and then this one, again, let's see, right there. So those are your dies that coordinate with it, and then you have these extra two. All right, so now you've seen the whole bundle. And again, I realize they're on back order. That's okay. You'll just get it a little bit later. It's okay. I promise. It is okay. So that's the bundle. And then the paper that goes with it, and the paper that's currently on back order is this. And can you guys see that? Can you see that gold showing up on there? I know. One side has a gold on it and the other side does not. And there's the stripes. This one has it on the flowers right here. And you can see the leaves. And this is the one we're going to play with tonight. Look at all the different colors that coordinate with this, guys. All of those colors. And again, paper is currently on back order. Again, it's okay. You'll just get it a little bit later. And especially with Celebration coming in August, that's okay, right? So we're going to play with that paper as well. All righty. And then the only other thing I added into it for our card tonight, we have two different kinds of gems that match with our in colors. The bumblebee is from last year's in colors. Those are the ones that are going to expire or retire in May of 2022. And then the evening evergreen is in the new ones that just became active that won't retire until May of 2023. So I grabbed both of them because I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. So we have those. All righty. Who's ready to make a card now? Yes? Oh, well, hello, Miss Bonnie. I'm so glad to see you on here. All righty. So the first thing we're going to do, okay. I've got all my pieces and parts here. So let me just go ahead and open this up so you guys can see. That one will come back to, that one will come back to. The first thing you need is, we're going to play with the polished pink. This is it's not as bright or, I don't know what the word would be, as vibrant as like the magenta color is. That's from the 2020 to 2022 in color. This one, I like both of them. The other one I think has more red undertone. So it's totally up to you which one you want. But this is the 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it right here in the middle. And for those of you who know what this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. You just score it right down the center at 4 1/4 and then cut it at 5.5. So that way then you get two cards. And then what you're going to do is, using your bone folder, you're going to take this and just put those two corners together and burnish this. And the reason you do this is so that it will lay flat. Just makes it so much easier. So there's that one. And when you're making one, you might as well make a second one. I mean, you're working on it, right? So there is that one. Okay, and guys, before I forget, don't forget, tonight is the last Monday night Facebook Live, or excuse me, Wednesday night Facebook Live. I will not be doing any further Wednesday night ones, but you will see me pop in throughout the week. So it'll be kind of an impromptu one going on there. Okay, so there's my 2. And then I took 2 pieces of the designer series paper and I cut those at 4 inches by 4 inches by 5 inches. Those are the 2. 4 inches by 5 inches. And I cut 2 of them because again, we're making 2 cards. And then I have the white insert because that pink it's a little dark. So I want to make sure I can stamp something on the inside or write something on the inside. So these are 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And again, I have 2 of each of these because we're making 2 cards. So those are the pieces and parts for your card bases. Then I took my vellum, and remember that really pretty intricate one that I showed you? There's my, oh, you're not going to be able to see that. Let's go this way. Look at how pretty that looks. Now, I will tell you, I did have to put a shim in on it. Oh, I already bent that one. I did have to put a shim in on that because there's a lot of pieces and parts that come out. For example, if you do not put the shim in on it, do you notice this right here? All of those pieces and parts did not pop out. They didn't go all the way through. Oh, this one did. Nope, close. So either I can sit here and take my snips and go along and trim each piece out, or what I will do is I will cover that piece up. So this is why you want the bundle. There we go. So I got at least one piece out there. But you can see all these other pieces are in here. And that's again okay. But if you hold it side by side, let me move this one here. See, that's the one that's everything came out of, and this one did not. See how that looks like it's just like a big block there? Again, it's okay because I'm going to cover that piece up, so only I will know. Well, me and you guys will know. But we'll cover that piece up. But you can see right here, it didn't go all the way through on this flower. So I can either sit here and try to get that out, or again, I will just simply cover it up. That's the easiest way. We can always fix things. So, right? Yep. Well, at least we'll try to. All right. So there. Okay. So I just cut a couple of these other pieces out that were kind of sticking there. So that's what we're going to play with those. Then I have a scrap of white because I'm going to be stamping on that. And I have a couple scraps of my polished pink. So I've got those too. I did go ahead and grab the bumblebee because the bumblebee came with your kit. I'm not planning on using that, so I'm going to set that one aside. And then I've got my evening evergreen and I've got my polished pink. And I also grabbed my markers because I'm going to show you how we're going to play with that too. Well, hello. It looks like Miss Pam is on. Oh, Miss Pam, thank you so much for sharing that. I do appreciate that. And she's already talking with Kay. My goodness, all kinds of conversations going on. Okay, so the first thing is, let me move that one out of the way, because you always want to stamp first. That's just the easiest way to do it because you want to give your ink time to dry. You know, our basic white and our very vanilla, they have a little bit of a, like a coating on it. Well, it takes it a minute for it to dry. So let's move those out. I've got my block right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flower, the outline of the flower. I'm going to go ahead and peel that off. And if you've never seen this, when you get ready to do your stamp onto your glass block, you set it down and you let it take back its original shape. And then what you're going to do is just grab hold of your block and then you just press down. That way then it takes its original shape back. If you sit there and you can like move it around and you can alter the design of it. You don't want to do, well, you may want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. So I'm just going to put that on there. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my polished pink stamp pad. There we go. And I'm just going to ink that up very gently because, you know, our stamp pads are so juicy. It's really nice, but they're very juicy. So just be aware. And then I'm going to put one up here, and I'm hoping I do this without getting my noggin in. Ta-da! Look at how pretty that is. And then down here, we're going to do the exact same thing. And if you do it right, you get a lot of ink on your block. So we'll try not to do that on the next one. And because we're making two, we're just going to go ahead and do the second one right now. So is everybody all ready for the free shipping tomorrow? I will be online at 2 a.m. placing my order. So if anybody's got an order that needs to be placed and you're afraid that the things might sell out because of the, like you're ordering from the mini catalog, let me know. Reach out to me. We can chat about it. I can get your credit card number. Please don't send your credit card number via email. I just always worry about that. But we'll get that. I will go ahead and get everything all ready. And then when it comes in, we will have it ready for you. So all will be good. So there's those two right there. And we're going to set this aside and let those dry. Alrighty. Then this piece right here, you're going to want your trimmer. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. And remember, we're making two. So I'm going to do it on both of them. So remember, this is 4 inches by 5 inches. Well, I'm not real good at math. So what we're going to do, I know 5 inches, half of that is 2.5 inches. And then half of 2.5 is 1 1/4. So I know for 4 pieces, it's 4 of them will be 1 1/4, right? So either I can go this way and do 2.5 right at the center. And then I can put, I know I'm putting the right one on top of. So I've got those there. And now I can do 1 1/4. And I'm just lining those up. I don't know that this will go through both of these, but we'll try. There we go. So I want to keep these in the correct order because I'm going to put them on the paper. So this went this way. So see how those all went together like this? That was the design. And now they're all separated like that. So I'm just going to go left to right, top, and then keep putting them on top. So that's one for the one card. Or I can just sit here and go 1 1/4 and then set that down. Then go 1 1/4. So you have choices on how to do that. Is that the paper from Paper Pumpkin? Nope, this one is, you'll want to go back and watch the beginning of this again. I showed all of the items and I gave all of the measurements on it. This one is actually, and let me pull it out because I still have it, but it's off center here. So there's those 4 pieces. Now I'm officially done with my trimmer. This is the Expressions in Ink Specialty Designer Series paper. It's currently on back order, but it's due in, I believe, next week sometime. If you've listened to me for any amount of time, because I've been telling everybody since last month, guys, this is going to go on back order. Guys, this is going to go on back order. Make sure you order it. Make sure you order it. Make sure you order it. So a lot of my customers did order it and they have it. A lot of my team ordered it and they have it. But it'll be in. It's okay. It just is a little bit. You'll just have to wait a little bit. So there's my 2 right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2 cards right here. Alrighty. And I'm just going to set each one there. And I'm going to move that one aside. That way then I don't get them messed up. So here's my cards. And I know I went left to right on these, remember? So there are those 4 pieces. So on this one, I'm just going to flip that over. I'm going to grab my seal, and what you're going to do is just kind of eyeball it because you want to see about how much room you have on here. And see, when I did it that way, there's too short of a space here and there's too big of a space. So I'm just going to sit here and kind of move it around just a wee bit. And you're just trying to gently space it out. Now, because there's 4 of them, it is a little bit harder to space them out, but that's okay. We'll still fiddle with it. We'll still make it. So I'm just going to take this one, and this piece up here on the top I know is my top. So I'm going to flip this over, take that out, and I'm just going to put, now I'm only going to put 2 pieces on this. Normally, actually no, I'm going to put 3. Normally I would do the 2 on the long sides and the 2 on the short sides. Because it's so small and because I want to fiddle with this a little bit, I'm making sure that's the right way. And then I'm just going to kind of give a little bit of a border that I think looks about what it was when I lined it up. So there's that one. And then over here, I'm going to go to the right and do this side. And again, I'm just doing 3 pieces straight down because you guys know I like my adhesive and I want to make sure that it holds. Well, hello, Miss Marcia. Hello, Miss Nancy. Haven't seen you guys in forever. There's that one there. And I'm just trying to make sure that I can see about where the top goes up along onto that. And again, this one lines up here. So I'm just going to go along in here and go, okay, about there. And guys, if it's off a little bit, it's okay. This is handmade. Remember, we don't want it to be exactly perfect. If you ever followed Bob Ross, what is it? Everything is happy accidents, right? Okay, so now on this one, I'm just going to kind of look and see so I know about how much room I have between these. So I have a little eyeball idea. And then here, again, the 3 pieces, because again, I don't want this to fall apart. And you guys know me, that did actually happen. So I make sure, always make sure I have enough adhesive. Okay. And then I'm just going to go, okay, about there. Yeah, that looks okay. And then this piece will go in here. I know, fascinating, isn't it? But it's so fun to play with this. It is just so much fun. And this paper is stunning. Absolutely stunning. We played with this on Monday at Lily's. See, look at how nice that looks. There we go. So then you're going to do the exact same thing here on this one. And again, making sure that I've got it going that way. Now see, to me that looks upside down. So what I'm going to do is take this, put them back in order, because otherwise I'll get them out of order. Flip it, and then go this way. Nope, see, that's backwards, right? So I need to actually go this way, and then here, and there. See, that's why you keep them in order. I know, very difficult for me, huh? Okay. I know, Marsha, I love this paper. This paper is one of my favorites. You guys know how I feel about my coffee? The only thing that would top this would be a coffee paper. That's the only thing. Oh, I got to tell you guys too. I have seen the new upcoming holiday catalog. You're going to like it. I shared it with my team the other day. I put something on our little team page and I'm like, well, I'm going to go broke. That's just, it's just the way it is. I'm going to go broke. And there were several things on there. And we're not allowed to show it, which is okay because I don't have it. But I did see the electronic version of it. You guys know my son goes to Ohio Northern University, and they're up in Ada, Ohio. Go Polar Bears, right? But Polar Bear is their mascot. Oh, guess what? There's going to be a new Polar Bear stamp set. So I know both Grandma and I will be buying it. Because my mom lives in Florida and I live up here, so I can't like share it with mom and she can't share hers with me. So I know we're both going to be buying it. And there's a set of dies that goes with it. And guys, it is so pretty. And they've got some new kits coming out and they have some new bling. And we have a couple of returning favorites. Oh, it's really pretty. And one of the best things about being a demonstrator is we also get to order next month. So we get an extra month for the holiday catalog. And as a demonstrator, we also earn celebration rewards next month in July. Mere mortals don't get to do that until August. So guys, if you have thought about joining, I would love to have you be part of my team. We have an absolutely wonderful group. Over the weekend, one of the ladies shared her card that she made using the paper pumpkin. She made 2 alternates. One was for a wedding and one was just for a pick-me-up for a friend. Made such beautiful, and she shared it, willingly shared it with our team. And then my team, like these, the paper pumpkin alternates that I'll be making, and I always do a PDF tutorial for my customers. My team has access to it if they want it. They do have to sign up for it, just like my customers do, but they also have access to it. So there, look at how pretty that is. I mean, that's pretty all by itself, right? Okay, so now that we've got that on here, remember these two little pieces here? We're going to put those on, but for right now, especially because, let me flip that over so you can see, especially because that piece that didn't come out, I don't want to put that on until I'm sure where I'm going to put my little punch out. So we're going to save these for afterwards, not for afterwards, for after we're done with the punch outs. So I'm going to set those up there. Alrighty, I'm just going to move these two aside. And over here, I'm going to take my, this is just a scrap piece. I didn't have any smaller little pieces that were the right size for me. So, and my stamp set is right here. Now I can do the "You are amazing." I can do a thanks, sending hugs, congratulations. I can do any of those that I want. And I am going to use the tailored tag punch. And that item number is 145667 is the item number on that. And if you've never done this with punching, you always want to stamp first and then punch. It's way easier to line up. Well, I know right here, and I know you're getting a little bit of reflection, the "You are amazing" will fit perfectly onto that. If I go this way there, you can probably see that a little bit better. So I am going to do that onto it, or I could cut apart my, oh, actually sending hugs would fit on that too. I don't know about that. Nope, I'm going to stick with the "You are amazing." So I'm going to grab my little "You are amazing," and you can tell I have used this already because look at how discolored that is. I have played with this quite a bit because I like it. I hope you guys do too. So again, we're just going to pop that onto it. Now on this one, I think on this one, I'm going to do it in the Evening Evergreen because this is the color that came with your paper pumpkin kit. So, except for you have the little Stampin' spot. That's okay. Alrighty, so you ready? We're just going to go ahead and stamp those, and we're going to let them dry. So I'm just going to give enough room, and that's way too high. Let's flip that over and do it this way. Yep, there. So I've got my "You are amazing" is both right there. And we are going to let those dry because when I put them into the punch, I don't want it to smear it or do anything with that. So I'm going to set those aside, and we're going to let those dry. And then while that's doing, I'm going to go ahead and put my inside sentiment in here with those pretty pieces. Yeah. So that way then, you can put anything you want onto it. You can write a note. You guys have all heard me say about my friend Nancy, Nancy M, like Mary, Nancy from church. She only makes thinking of you cards, she said, because you can make thinking of you cards for birthday, sympathy, just a cheer me up type of thing. Well, on this one, we're putting "You are amazing" on the outside of it. So you can write a note on the inside. You can do anything you want onto it. Man, you guys are really being quiet. I'm going to, start taking this personal because on Sunday, everybody was so quiet. But I know we made that double slider. Did you guys like that double slider? Has anybody made one of those yet? I'll pause for effect if you guys would like. Oh, there we go. Yep. Nope. It looks like you guys are all on there, so I'm not sure. There we go. Okay, I thought, man, it froze for me. Oh, no. So has anybody made one of the sliders? So see, look at how pretty that is. And then when you open up, you've got the pretty on the inside. Always nice to decorate the inside. Okay. So on this piece right here, yeah, it looks okay. Alrighty, so on this one, I'm going to take my pink on here, which is the polished pink because that matches this. And are you ready for this? This is how you make a little border. And I think this one's going to be up too high. Oh, no, it's not. Good. Okay. See this? You can adjust your punch anywhere you want. But I'm going to take this, and I got to move this so I can see it here. Let me get it the way I want it, and then I'll show you. Okay. So there I've got this where I want it, right? Yeah, I should have done this first. You're going to take off the tip, and I'm only going to use the thin piece, the thin pen side of it, because the thick, the brush, I don't have as good a control. And what you do is you just take this and you hold it in here and you just go along and you draw the line. Ta-da! And you ready? And then when you punch it out, it's got a little bit of the border onto it. And I need to watch Sundays. Got a slider, got to check. Oh my gosh, it's a double slider. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just put it on my rack here. Otherwise, I would show that to you. There. I've got my You Are Amazing, and I'm just holding it so that it won't fall out. And then I'm taking this here. And if you want, you can do it on the brush side. I just don't have as much control on the brush side. And this one I actually went over twice. Ready? Ta-da! So now I've got a little bit of a border onto it, just like the part that came with the kit. Now, if you had a wider border onto it, probably would have been better to do a blends onto it. Then you could have had a thicker line onto it. I chose not to do that because I wanted to play with the markers. Okay, so there's those right there. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece right here. I thought this looked like a cloud. I actually made an alternate design using that as a cloud, and it looks, I can't wait to show you my alternates. It's just really pretty. I mean, it's really pretty. It's one of my favorites. You know, I only make cards that I like anymore. It is what it is. So there's that one. And I already have those on blocks. So let me grab this one here. It's always good to have extra blocks laying out, right? And you're going to get my noggin in there. So let me move that. Okay, so now that that is on there, you know what? Let's go ahead and use the bumblebee. We'll just stamp off. No, let's use pale papaya. How many of you guys change your colors as you're doing this? I mean, it's just kind of fun. Oops, something happened here. No. Okay, so we're going to use pale papaya because that's the color that coordinates with this paper. You have Bumblebee that came in your kit. You could use Bumblebee. It would look okay. I promise you it really would. But because I'm a demonstrator and I have all the colors and I like all of the colors, I'm going to use pale papaya. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to ink it up right there. And then what I'm going to do is stamp off. So what you do is you press down here and you press and see how it made, I think that looks like a cloud. And then all I'm going to do is just put it right over top of the You Are Amazing. And I'm going to press down because it's very light. And you can't really see, but if you compare them side by side and you're looking at it, this one just has a very slight hue over top of it. That's okay. That's all I wanted, is just enough that I know it's there. So I put that down and I'm just going to, You Are Amazing. Ta-da! Look at how pretty. Okay, so there's that. Then the other thing is, remember the scraps of the pink that I had here? And my punch is right here. Did you know how to make your punch extend a little? I'm going to show you. What we're going to do is we're going to punch out 1, 2, and because we're making 2 cards, 3, and 4. That's why you have a little scrap here. Okay, so now on this, I can either take it and just do it kind of cattywampus and lay it this way and it would look fine. Or what you can do, each one is going to require 2. And what you do is you just take it, and I just cut right down the center this way. So see how those 2 are that way? And then this one, I go this way. Can you see how you've got both of those? Then what you do is you basically piecemeal this together. Now see, I can go here and put it on there. But I will tell you this will end up running into that, because when I go here, this piece will go up to there. I know, it's kind of funny how it is, and you'll fiddle with it and play with it to get it the way that you want it. It's totally up to you. But what you're going to do is I'm just going to put a little piece of adhesive here on the back, and I'm just going to go, nope, let's go this one first. I will just go this way and put that top and bottom. There, can you see how that's got a little bit of a border onto it? This works wonderful with your punches. Doesn't work so well with like circles because, you know, circles are round, but it works really well with these different designs like this. So there's that. Now, if I wanted, I could just leave it just like that, but let's be honest, we don't want to leave it just like that. So we're going to go along on here, and I'm going to put a couple pieces there. And then here, I'm just going to, well, have adhesive on my finger so it's sticking. And then just take this and just line that up here on the end. And you're just trying to line it up so that it kind of looks like it matches, but it doesn't match exactly. And then do the same thing on this side. Is that something you guys knew how to do? Or is this something new for you? This is a really fun way to extend your punches. So right about there. Ta-da! See, so now I have a little bit of a border around it. It just makes it just oomph a little bit. So again, just cut this one straight across. And guys, you can do it directly with a trimmer. Because it's behind, nobody's going to see it. So I just do it by boom, and we're done. Okay. So here, do top and bottom again. So there's the top. There's that one. Okay, you guys really are going to have to start talking. I mean, my goodness, I'm not that interesting, I promise. I need to hear some conversation. When I was talking to my cousin earlier today, we were chatting because she's actually going back to the office next week, I think she said. And she's really looking forward to it because she's very social. I know, shocking me, my family, we're social. And she was very excited about going back and seeing people. And she was telling me that the one guy, he's even buying lunch for them next week. So they sent the menu around and everybody had to send back what they wanted. So she's all excited about that and seeing people. There we go. Oops, that one I didn't give enough room there. There we go. Oh, Marsha, I'm so glad you enjoy that. That is a fun, see, look at how cute that is. I just love that. All right, so now we're going to flip those over and see, it leaves a little piece of the white in the center because it doesn't line up exactly because we kind of stretched it. All right, so we're going to put these on here. And you guys have seen me do this with dimensionals. I always tell you, make it like a clock face so that you have the noon, 3, 6, 9, and then we put one here into the center. And we're going to do the exact same thing on this one. Because again, remember, we're making 2 cards here, right? 2, 3, 4, and one more is 5. There we go. Oh, and Saturday is the All Occasions card class. So if you guys are local and want to come to that, I would love to see you. We're meeting out in the garage, so just remember that. All right, now my pieces and parts are here. So if it's hot, dress cool. And if it's cold and you get cold, make sure you have something to keep yourself warm with, okay? So this piece right here, and you do want your silicone mat on this, because we don't want the adhesive to stick here onto the grid paper. Oh, you know, you can buy this grid paper too. Did you know that? That's one of the things you can get. So again, you've got all these choices with the free shipping on it, guys. It's just so good. All right, so I'm going to set that down here first. And what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to show you on one of them. So here's this one. Here's the good one, okay? So on this, I'm going to set that down here. And it's just a nice little to go onto it. And I'm going to peel those off. Goodness, they are all sticking to me. My goodness. Okay. So this is how I do it with the grid paper. I'm going to take my card and I'm setting that there, and then I'm putting my silicone mat on top of it. See, I can still see my card underneath, but when I put this down onto it, it doesn't stick onto the card, so I can still move around onto it. So let's see, I want this to kind of go this way, and I'm just saying, okay, I want it about here. And then all I'm going to do is just put this right into the center of that. So I'm sure that it makes it all the way around on the card. Everything is good. And I can see one of those little pieces didn't come out. Okay, so on this, when you flip it over, I can just take my seal and I can go along on here anywhere behind the pink and just put adhesive onto the vellum, because that way then I know it'll adhere. The other thing you can do, because all of the rest of it won't be tacked down, you can either use your regular mini glue dots, or, and I'm going to show you another little secret. Ready? I'm just giving you guys all these secrets today. So this one right here, and I'm just going to put that kind of, I really don't want to cover up that flower, but it looks like it's going to get covered just a wee bit. And I'm going to move it this way here, so it's a little bit off center. Okay, so remember all of these pieces here are loose. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Now on this one here, because we have this big piece right here, got news for you. Guess what's going to cover that little puppy up? Can you tell right there that that's a bad spot underneath? I know, right? It's just going to hide it. But because this is kind of too long, that won't work. So I'm going to put it this way, and this will go along on here. So I will have to adjust it a little. And this little piece right here, I can see part of it's not wanting to come out. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take these off again. Now remember, all of these are loose, which is okay. If you like it being loose, that's fine. I don't like it being that loose, so I'm going to cover up part of it. So again, here it is onto my card base. I can see the card underneath it. I can see if I put this right here, it will cover up most of it, but I can see that this piece right here will still stick out. So I'm just going to trim a little tiny bit here and just cut that one out, because I didn't have my shim on it. That was all it was. Everybody's machine is a little different. Where I needed a shim on mine, you may not. Or you may need a double shim. It'll just depend. Okay, so let's see. I had it this way, right there. And then this piece will go right about, there we go. See, look at how cute that is right there. And I got ink all over my hands. Okay, so now that I've got this piece, I'm going to flip it over. And this is really nice because I've got a nice piece to hold on to for my seal. And I'm just going to put some onto where the dimensionals are. Okay, so now I've got that there. Pick this up. Make sure my card's opening the right way. And then I'm just going to go, right about there. Okay, so you can see all of this is loose. So you can either try to put it, tacking it down with a glue dot, or bring in some bling. I know, right? Well, I think either one would look right. It's truly up to you, whichever way you want to do it. This one is the one that matches these. There's your evening evergreen, your fresh freesia, soft succulent, pale papaya, and the polished pink. This has a little bit more adhesive behind it, and this is the magenta madness, your cinnamon cider, your bumblebee, your misty moonlight, and then your just jade. Because it's all out of the color family, you can choose any of them that you want, or you could mix and match. And I'm going to mix and match. I'm going to open this up. And you notice, in case you didn't see, I always put an X on mine so I know which one is my open one. I know you're going to find this shocking, but sometimes I use more than one embellishment at a time. So this way then it allows me to do that. And I know which one to grab. All right, so here's that one. And these just came back into inventory. These were on back order, but those just came back into inventory. So I'm using those again. Okay, so we've got that here. And I did remember to grab my take your pick tool, because this, you do need your take your pick tool on. Way easier. Way, way easier. All right, so I've got this piece here. Remember this that's sticking up here? What I'm going to do is reach over here, and I'm going to grab one of these small of the squares. And I'm just going to come up here and just press that there and tack that little puppy down. And then over here, I'm going to grab one of the large of the circles and come over to here and press that one down. And then I'm going to want one more down here, but see there's a big green spot right there. So I think I'm going to do the large of the evening evergreen. Ta-da! Now I've got it that it's not sticking up as much. I know, right? And then over here, we're going to do the exact same thing. But on this one, I might change up a few colors. See, right here is the pale papaya color. So let's use a large of the pale papaya. And let's go with, right about there. See, that one's going to hold down. And down here is the pink. So I want to use one of the large large squares, and we'll just put that right about there. And let's put one along, nope, let's put one up here for the green. Let's go with, we'll use the soft succulent on this one up here. And we're just going to tack that little guy right there. Ta-da! Look at how pretty. Then, because it is a paper pumpkin alternate, right? And since I've got that stuff from my paper pumpkin kit that came with my evening evergreen twine, and I cannot tie a bow to save my life. So I have a little bow tire. I'm just going to come off screen here and do my little bow tying, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. In case you didn't know, on these little spools, I always cut a little piece into this so that way then it like holds it. It's like my bobbin. So we're just going to make a small bow for this. Sometimes I like the big loopy ones, but in this case, I'm just going to do a small one. So there's one. Oh, see that one popped back up, so I am going to have to either put another glue dot underneath of that, which is probably what I'm just going to do, is put a glue dot underneath that. That would just make that much easier. I evidently got it too close onto the vellum. And you guys know, anytime you use the bling like that, you always want to make sure that you have an uneven number or an odd number, and you want to form it into a triangle. That is what is more visually pleasing. Did you say the item number of that paper? I did not, but I can show that in just a second there, Miss Marcia. It is currently on back order, so you cannot order it, especially tomorrow with the free shipping. You're not going to be able to order that yet, guys. It's just on back order. That's okay. And they did let us know too, just so that you know, there is no expedited shipping tomorrow. They have a training day tomorrow, so the shipping, it's going to be closed during that time frame. So on this one, I'm just going to take one of these glue dots and I'm going to peel this off. This is not normally how I would do this, but in this case, improvise, adapt, and overcome. And then I'm going to just flip that upside down, and I'm going to put my glue dot right underneath that square. There we go. Ready? Ta-da! And that's how you fix that one. Yay! Okay, so there's that one. Then I'm going to grab back my glue dots, and I'm going to take this one and put a bow right there onto it. And you guys know this is how you do the glue dots with your twine, is you just push the knot right into the center. And if it goes cattywampus, try to fix it before you do that. Otherwise, it's going to be cattywampus. Yep, that one's going to be cattywampus. And then when you peel this off, because you've pressed it down, and then you peel this off, can you see how big that glue dot is on that? It sticks over the knot. So what you're going to do is kind of fold that under. Fold that one under. And then we will just kind of reach along in here, and you can do it on the side, down there, however you want. I'm actually going to put this one right here. And then over here on this one, because again, each one of them are a little different. Reach here and flip that over. And before I forget, Marcia, this paper is in the big catalog, so you can find it in the big catalog. Now on this one, I am actually going to move this one right down here towards the bottom. But by doing that, that means his little tails are too long. So we're just going to trim those little guys off. And this one is off. You know what? I think I like the shorter tails. So let's go ahead and make this one shorter as well. So what do you guys think? This was a great way to use a 4x5 piece of designer series paper. And we cut it into 4 strips. And I showed you guys how to make it so that they were a little more even. We only used the stamp set out of the paper pumpkin. So these are an alternate with your paper pumpkin this month. We used vellum, which is very similar to those vellum pieces that are out of your paper pumpkin. There. See, that's the paper pumpkin one, and we just put it onto there. So again, it's very similar. And instead of using the bling that came with it, we used the in color jewels or the in color squares to go along with it. And then we changed up the colors slightly because it coordinated better with the designer series paper. So what do you guys think? Yay, nay, heart, thumbs down? Would you guys be making an alternate like this? Because again, this is just such an easy card. And I showed you how to extend your die. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, thank you. I love seeing those hearts come up there. Thank you. But I showed you how to extend that, and I showed you how to draw the line onto it, just like what's into your paper pumpkin kit, which was right. There we go. See, those are right here like that. Now, again, if you wanted to use the blends, you would have a thicker line. That would probably be better, but you guys know right now the blends are on back order as well. So unless you already have them, you're probably going to be waiting for those. It's really nice, and it should let you know that you have very good taste because everybody wants the same tools that you guys want. It's okay. It does happen, and Stampin' Up, you guys know, they're just such a wonderful company. You'll get the items. They will turn them back on eventually once they have the stock. So that's a really good thing. So the only thing we really added was the cardstock, and we used the coordinating paper, which is part of it. We used vellum. We used a punch. We used what would be part of your paper pumpkin kit with the evening evergreen. And then we just added a little bit of the polished pink there on the inside. So fast and easy card. And you can see there's still several stamps I didn't even use on this. So if I wanted, I could put this little flower with the in pink with the green for the little stamens or the little leaves or whatever. I could put that on the envelope. I could also put this onto like the back flap of the envelope. I mean, guys, you guys have so many choices. I don't know that I would necessarily put this paper on the back of the envelope only because of the gold accents. People throw away the envelopes, and I like using my pretty papers. So guys, right here is the host code. When you place your $50 order or more, you know you get that PDF tutorial with all of the great ideas onto it. And when you place a $50 order or more beginning tomorrow, and guys, it's only 24 hours. So it is from midnight Mountain Time to like 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. Please adjust it based on your time zone. That's the only time that you're able to get free shipping tomorrow. That is it. That's all the more. So it's only a 24-hour flash sale. So make sure if you want that, go ahead. Kits are always a good idea. Adhesives are always a great idea. If you're part of my email list, which if you are not, just text the word Latte Joy, all one word, Latte Joy, to 22828. And I can get you added onto my email list because I'll send out another email to remind you tomorrow that it is on sale. But I did send out an email earlier and I gave some different ideas. Kits are always great. Prepaid paper pumpkin, that's always my top go-to. But all of those really cool kits that we've got now, any of those would be great to go with. And Marcia, you'd asked about the Expressions in Ink Specialty Designer Series paper. That item number is 155464. This evening I'll go through and I'll list the items underneath here. And actually what I do is I list all of the items and then there's just one link. And that way then you can see all of the items. But this is that paper. This one right here is the one we just used. See how it's got the pretty gold leafing onto it? I've used this. I've used all of it. It's all very pretty. I mean, it's just really pretty. Okay, do you guys want to see one more of my alternates? We're not making it, but would you guys like to see it? Just give me a thumbs up or a yes. Since you've hung out this long, I'd like to share one more with you if you'd like. If nobody wants to see it, I'll just hang on to it and not show it until next week after my paper pumpkin people come. I'll do the do. Oh, there's Marcia says yes. Okay. All right, I got to share this with you. Remember this card? I said I only had one left of this. This one right here. This is my favorite of all of the papers. This one just is really very pretty. Because see, this is the papers that we have that coordinate. None of them are exactly the same as this. I took this and guys, I went over to Dollar Tree. You guys know you can get different kinds of notepads over there at Dollar Tree. Now, my customers and my team, again, team members do have to sign up for it, but my customers get this for my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. They'll get the PDF tutorial, and this is one of the alternates that we did. So let me move this out of the way so that you can see it in all its beautiful glory. There's the cards that we just made. Okay, ready? Drum roll. Da, 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 da. I'm going to flip this over so you can see. This is the back of the card. See, this is the back side of the card here. I added some of the fresh freesia ribbon onto it, and then ready? We did it here, and I took this card and I cut it apart. Now again, the PDF tutorial is for my Paper Pumpkin subscribers as well as my team. But see, here's this here. Are you ready? We're untying it. And I've made these, and I will actually have these at the craft shows because I've got a couple coming up. But we did this is the shimmery white paper. I stamped the background using the fresh freesia, and then this right here, the You Are Amazing, is the Blackberry Bliss, which is what this color is here. And when I cut apart this card base, I had just a small strip left, so I put a piece of it down here on the bottom, and I did that on the top. And then see, this goes behind it. And the other piece I just put onto the top of the notepad, and I did not seal it onto the notepad because as you pull off your papers, it's going to get smaller and smaller. Let's see, I even stamped here on the inside. And I even thought about doing a sending hugs on the side, but I decided not to. But see, these paper pads I got from the Dollar Tree. You can get them at any of the stores. But this closes up here. This goes underneath it. So see, it's right there. And then all I'm going to do is tie this into a bow, a very pretty loopy bow. And this is the fresh freesia ribbon. So there's that one. Go around, but this was one of the alternates that they got the PDF tutorial for. So if you're part of my team, just make sure you do let me know that you want the PDF tutorial because you guys do have to sign up for it. I don't just send that out automatically. So there's the pretty bow, the You Are Amazing, and this just goes right across it. The ribbon is tacked down here on the bottom because I didn't want to lose it. And I even pulled out my old hand stamped by from Stampin' Up! Because we used to have personalized stamps. I loved that. I need to send them a reminder that says, hey, and then see up here on the top, because I put that little piece onto it, it makes it look very finished onto that. So there, from this card to that little notebook holder. And then here's the two cards that we just made tonight. So what do you think? Yes? And guys, if you do like what I make, I would love to have you either A, join my team, because my team members get my online classes and they get my Paper Pumpkin PDF tutorials, and they also get my All Occasions class. They get those PDF tutorials for free. Both of those are $20 value, the PDFs are. Or if you are not yet a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and are thinking about it, I would love to have you be part of my Paper Pumpkineers, is what we've always called them. And guys, you guys get 10 different alternates. I already had 6. This is one of the 6 that I've already done. This makes 7, so I've only got a couple more to come up with before the end of the month. And I do try to get those out to you guys. But make sure you place your order tomorrow for the free shipping. If you're part of mine and you'd like the free stuff that I give, make sure you use this host code that's right there. You'll receive a PDF tutorial for $50 or more. And remember, for the month of June, because remember, ready? I hit my $100,000 this month, remember? You'll also receive this little box that has your 100 grand fun size candy bar into it, because I do appreciate you guys supporting my business and getting me to that. But this is just a cute little box. You can see the 100 grand fun size candy is inside of that. So you'll get that as well. Now, if it's going long distance, you'll get it. The box will not be completely assembled because I don't want it to get dinged up. And the candy may get smushed, but it's chocolate. It always tastes good, even if it's smushed. So let me see if I've got any other comments on here. Oh, Marcia says so pretty. Marcia is part of my team, and she just is one of the best people. I love having her as part of my team. Nancy Francis says pretty. Nancy Francis, you only said that because I showed the purple. I know you. All right. And Pam says, love it. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad you like that. And Kay says, beautiful card. I already gave you the item number. And Pam Sargent says she needs to watch Sunday's Facebook Live. The slide. Oh, that double slider. That is just such a pretty card. It really is a very pretty card. And it was really easy to use it. I mean, it was just really easy using those dies. Let's see, Pam. Okay, I think I answered everybody's comments that are on here. And Kay says, thank you so much for sharing your ideas with us. Oh, with a heart. Oh, Miss Kay, I just love you. Honey, we have just got to get together. I got to meet you in person one of these days. I just have to meet you in person. I know we're probably not supposed to hug yet, but as long as we both wear masks and are, just bathed in hand sanitizer and you're okay with it, I'm going to give you a hug if I ever meet you, sweetheart. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoy making the alternates with paper pumpkin. That's just one of the fun things I've always enjoyed doing. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching it. I'd love to see what you make. If you want to be part of my VIP group, which is the Latte Joy with Dawn Stock, it's a private group. You do have to answer 3 questions onto it. Basically, you're playing nice in the sandbox. No selling, no snarkiness. You want to be nice to each other, that kind of stuff. But if you make any of this stuff and you want to share it on there, I do ask that you're using Stampin' Up! Items. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, so I like our product. I hope you guys do too. So with that, guys, I hope you have a great night. Remember, this is the last Wednesday night. So I will be back here on Sunday evening, the 27th, at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see what else we're working on. Have a great night, guys. Don't forget free shipping tomorrow, including prepaid paper pumpkin. Have a great night, guys. Thanks so much for spending your evening with me. Enjoy. Have a great night. Bye-bye now. And, oh, look at that. I even got it right on here. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.